Good morning, everyone. This is a new Monday, and you're welcome to the 5th episode of Drive Through with Muna, where I discuss educational content with first-time founders and small business owners, right, to enable them build sustainable businesses and scale their growth. So, at this point in time, let's rewind on last week. And last week we talked about testing the market, right? And once you test your market, you're able to gain more insights into that business. And now let's talk about today how to leverage the insights from the test, right? So a test could take between a couple of weeks to 3 months, depending on how you and your team decide to run it, right? And those tests are supposed to tell you and give you more insights on how you're supposed to do going forward. One, either that your idea and your understanding of the customers and their inherent, desires, right? Either their pains or their gains, you've got them wrong during your research process, or you're right and you just need to tweak something about your business. Maybe the places where you expected their pains to be is something that they recognize as part of their business. And let me give you an instance. A lot of businesses or a lot of startups, trying to build tech products, right, always look at business owners as people that need help in managing the process within their business, right? Especially, people that their businesses are buying and selling trade, right? And at the end of the day, you give them tools like stock management, tools on that are internet based, and then you realize that a majority of these traders in the market are not tech savvy, right? One. Two, another thing that you recognize is that many of these traders consider stock taking every day as part of the routine operations of their business. And so no matter what it is that you sell to them in terms of stock management, wouldn't fly. Maybe not currently wouldn't fly. So let me just say currently, because the next set of traders that will be present in Nigerian markets, specifically, might be tech savvy and might want stock management features in any tool that you're providing for them, right? So you really need to think deeply about the characteristics of the people running these businesses to see whether the tools that you're trying to present to them are things that they would like to use and are ready to pay for. So you must be able to put your business in a position where what you're selling is not just only a nice to have, but a must have. Because at the end of the day, if there's a downturn in business, your product or your service is one of the things that they will take off, right? So it must be a must-have. It must be a need to have. They must be able to see the reason as to why they would use your product or service and how it would help impact them, or either reducing cost, saving time, or increasing their revenue. And so it's very, very important that whatever type of solution, whether it's tech, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, you must be sure that whatever product or service, whatever solution that you're providing for these merchants or these people are things that they must have. Most especially in Nigeria, where people's spending income is not spending budget is not that high, right? And that is why many businesses that thrive in Nigeria are food, right? Shelter, right? Because these are necessities. And so you must, as a matter of fact, be able to look at these things and test your market and gain insights as to where your product or your service stands in terms of the person's priority scale, right? And this is so important. Why testing your market is important. And look at it in your business. Think about it deeply. How important is it? And I would always tie this back into logistics, right? In my business, Hubon, we help merchants to be able to ship their products to their customers' doorstep across the country currently. And right, I've seen merchants, come up to me and be like, I have customers in the US, I have customers in the UK. How am I going to be able to do this? How can your company help me to be able to ship my products to my customers across the world? And so you see that for them it's highly necessary, highly important for logistics services that are able to help them do more than they can. And so it's very, very, I think, important in their priority scale to have logistics or shipping services. And so you need to ask yourself deeply, where does my product lie in this person's life and in this person's priority scale? What are the things? So when you look at someone's behavior, for example, you're trying to launch a new social media, right? You need to think out really importantly who are the most social media savvy people, right? It'll definitely be, I don't know what they call them, Gen Zs, right? Those youngins that are definitely going to be on Twitter, that are definitely going to be on Instagram, that, those TikTok type people, and, people that usually post a lot of content. And you would probably find them between the ages of, let's say, 15, 16 to 24, right? And so, whatever thing you're trying to do, you need to be able to look at that person's behavior, because it's not everybody between the ages of 15 to 24 that would lie within your market. It would be people that probably, are a bit, middle class to upper class or upper middle class. People that their parents would be able to send them, give them money enough to be able to purchase data and spend a lot of it on data, right? So that they can be able to put more content on your websites or on your apps or whatever. So think about it. If you're, for example, you're selling health products, definitely you're going to be trying to sell to people middle-aged or a little bit older than that. People in their 50s, people in their 60s, people that now realize how important health is, right? And if you're trying to sell health products, to people in their early 20s or early 30s, they might look at it and be like, hey, I don't really need this though. Like, I'm not about to die just yet. So you need to be able to take insights from whatever research that you're conducting about customers, and whether the customers are individuals or they're merchants or they're large scale corporations. You need to think deeply about the insights that you're going to get from them. So I hope this episode kind of sheds a light on how testing the market, and most importantly, the insights that you get from testing the market should be able to help you navigate how to properly position your product, how to properly position your service or whatever solution it is that you're providing to these customers, because it is important to the success of your business. Thank you for being part of this episode. I hope you're able to learn something that would be beneficial to you and your business. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share with fellow business owners like you. Have a massive day. Have a blessed day. Bye bye now.